Welcome back, friends. This video is going to be all about empowering you to be your best self. I mean, I think that's my overall goal with this entire channel, but today we are specifically talking about and diving into lifestyle habit changes in a post-op bariatric world. If you or someone you know has undergone this transformative surgery, I think this video will be helpful for you. And if you're looking for even more weight loss surgery, transformation videos, pre-post-op support, magic, things like Disney World, mamahood, travel, clothing, and debuting new hair today, hair video coming up, make sure you are subscribed here. Our BariTale community keeps growing. It is a wonderful place to be. I think of this little corner of the internet as a safe space for all of us, and we would love to have you join us and be a part of that. As I'm sure you know, or can guess if you've been here for any amount of time, weight loss surgery is a life-changing decision. And I think it's important to make the most of it, to embrace this journey to become the best version of ourselves that we possibly can. And this includes adopting healthy lifestyle changes, either pre-op, which is the dream, right? That's an ideal situation. For me, this didn't happen until a post-op world. So the goal of this video is to share some insightful, some valuable tips on how I've done that and what that looks like for me now. Because I want you to be able to navigate this new chapter of your life with both positivity, but also confidence knowing what you're doing. Before we jump into the actual health aspects of a healthy lifestyle change, I want to address something that I tend to start with when I do work with my clients. The opening conversation with every single one of my clients is about mindset work. If we worked together, one of the first modules of curriculum is guiding you through a meditative practice, thinking about who do you want to be in 5 years. I do this for myself at least once a year because I love thinking about the best possible future version of me. You are literally getting to create your dream reality. And then the hope is that the decisions that we make align with this version of ourselves, our 5-year you. So it frames who we want to be and the decisions that we make every day. And it's not an expectation that you're perfect at becoming this future best version of you, but the idea is that you take action steps to get to her. This type of self-reflection is essential when establishing goals and working toward those goals, or creating systems to help you attain a goal. Personally, I love a goal, but I think what's more important is putting in place systems, because ultimately you'll get to that goal, but then after the goal is achieved, do you want to continue working toward that best version of your lifestyle? So I like to focus on systems rather than just goals themselves. My morning routine, and I know that those are buzzwords, right? Everybody talks about their morning routine. I understand, I see it, it's all over my social media, and I embrace that. But establishing a morning routine that is simple, and now I'm starting to add in aesthetic details like candles and scents and sounds via meditative music. That's not how I started. I started a morning routine one thing at a time. So I want to show you pieces of that, because really establishing my day to be successful in the morning is what makes me productive, and it frames all of my decisions throughout the day based on how effective am I when I first get out of bed. I just received a new daily journal that I want to share with you. I'm not selling it, though one of my goals in life is to create a bariatric journal, because I feel like pre-op, there is so much work to do in our minds to get us ready for surgery. That's literally why I started coaching. I want to unbox this journal with you and then show you how I'm using it. We're a little bit in the past, but today in the mail, I received my Intelligent Change 5-minute journal, and I've been waiting for this because I'm very excited to start this practice. And I know this video is all about great practices, sustainable practices to improve the quality and magic in your life. So I actually heard about intelligent change relatively recently from a European vlogger named Lydia, who I watch. She went to the Intelligent Change Summit, and I had never heard of this company or this summit, but it was like a wellness retreat. I've never been more intrigued to do something in my whole life. So I wanted to unbox this with you. Yes, I know it's unboxing a journal. I feel like the details of a company really show who they are at their core. So the package says, even this box can experience positive change. Please recycle. I love that so much. It's made from 100% recycled material. It says remove the tape before recycling, so it gives you instructions. I love this already. I'm gonna read this to you. Wake up. Today's your day. Unleash your full potential. Turn your dream into reality. Envision it. Take action. Live it. Take full responsibility. This is your life. Live with purpose and intention. Be solution-oriented. Choose gratitude. Smile, have fun, inspire yourself. Deliver value to others. Open your mind and embark on a journey. Make new memories. Savor life. Live la dolce vita. Thank yesterday. Love tomorrow. Create tomorrow. Become everything you are capable of becoming. Be part of intelligent change. I want to frame this. This company was established in 2013. I didn't know that. And they ignited the guided journaling movement with the 5-minute journal, which I'm going to show you in just a second. They have helped over 1 million people achieve their goals. The intelligent change symbol, which I think is this right here, draws inspiration from Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which inspired us to help people on their journey to self-actualization. We incorporated the sun as a representation of the daily habits we instill and the bright future those habits ultimately lead to. Maslow's pyramid represents the possibility of unleashing and utilizing our full human potential. Together, they represent a philosophy of intelligent change. I went with the beige productivity planner. They have daily planners. This is like a linen-y outside. It's really like, it's like chic, kind of classic. And then, oh my goodness, there's so much for me to read and do in here. Wow, this is like a full book in the beginning. And then the reason why, oh, it has little, I love these, like the little bookmarks built in. The reason why I chose the productivity planner is because I have been setting up a weekly productivity planner for myself in the app Notion every single week. And then I have a daily planner inside. So I thought it might be nice to have the breakdown in here as well. It allows for notes, which I like because I do use mine as a journal as well. And then it breaks down your day. And then at the end of the week, there's a reflection. I think this is so beautiful. Excited. I am in real time filling out my new productivity planner. I spent some time reading through the opening, which was a really fun activity. There are like inspirational quotes and really clear explanations on how to use this journal. So every week you set up a series of weekly plannings with intentions for the week and then the most important tasks of the week as well. So it asks you to list like 5 of your those are the biggest, most important tasks, and then 5 secondary and 5 additional. The idea of this planner is that you work in specific chunks of time, almost like the Pomodoro technique, but this is in 30-minute chunks, and you do not move on to the second important task until you have accomplished the first. So it's not really about how many things that you should be doing, it's about getting the most important ones done. I feel like if you are someone who's into personal development, like I am, or you're growing a business, or you have a big goal for yourself, this is something that could keep you on track. And it encourages breaking down big tasks into smaller ones as well. So I can say something like garden tasks, but really what I should be saying is weed, and then mulch, and then edge, or whatever the sequence that I need to do in the garden is, so that I'm not lumping them all together, because realistically, garden tasks is going to take me 5 hours, but if just today I could accomplish weeding in 30 minutes, I could cross that off the list in order to be able to move on. So I really like that. You do that every week to plan. And then right now I'm working on today. So there's a section for gratitude, there is an intention, there is the most important task of the day. So this is asking, like, these are my 3 most important tasks today: to clean our Airbnb, to prep for ballet because Callie's dress recital is tomorrow, and then to film this video. And I am kind of going out of order here, even though I just explained to you how to do this, because the video that I'm filming right now, this segment is for the video, but these are the amount of anticipated target times. So each target segment is 30 minutes. So I'm anticipating it taking me 90 minutes to clean the Airbnb, 30 minutes to prep for ballet, and at least an hour to film. And then if I wanted to, I could add in additional tasks. If I had specific things during the day that I needed to do, I could add them here. And then there's a little reflection at the end of the day. So that is what I am currently working on, is planning out what I need to do today to make it feel productive. But I'm also leaving some of the additional tasks blank because it is a weekend and I want to spend time with my family. I want to play outside. I want to take Callie out to lunch. So I'm going to leave additional tasks 4 and 5 blank for today. If you're interested in your own productivity planner, I will leave the link for this in the description box below. I will also have a reel later on this week going into more detail about how I use this as a part of my morning routine. But I wanted to give you a glimpse into this because staying focused on healthy habits, including like personal development and things that I'm interested in, is just as important as maintaining the nutrients in my body, my water, etc. I feel like this has become, not this particular journal per se, but the idea of journaling and planning and working toward my goals in a very concrete way is a part of my post-op life after seeing the success that I had with weight loss. So just wanted to share that with you. Keep in mind, you do not need a journal to do any of this work. You can do this in a notebook, on sticky notes, on your phone. There are apps for this that are totally free. I like the guided practice a journal offers, which is why I tend to try so many of them. I've learned that taking care of my mental health is just as important, if not more important, than my physical health goals. It leads me to have better holistic health that integrates how I feel, knowing that when my feelings arise, it's okay to just acknowledge them and move forward, that I don't need to act on them. I know I've mentioned it in so many videos, but truly the best part of weight loss surgery for me isn't my physical form. It's my improved mental health. It's the freedom that I have gained in my brain. And I try to harness that to use that extra energy to make me more productive during the day. So, and when I say productive, I don't mean that I'm necessarily doing more. It just means that I'm able to focus on things that are important to me, like my business, my YouTube channel, my family, my gardens. Like, I'm living a slower lifestyle because I'm able to prioritize what's actually important. And that brain space isn't being taken up by me thinking about my body 24 hours a day. When I get out of bed in the morning, movement happens first, water, protein, and journaling. That's what I do before I actually get started with anything related to work in my day. I love the James Clear method. If you've read Atomic Habits, if you haven't, I would highly recommend that. But he focuses on getting 1% better in every aspect of your life every day. So 1% is totally attainable, and those little productive moments like compound over time so that we're working towards our 5-year best version of ourselves. I adopted the idea of journaling during a pre-op, my pre-op phase, but at that time, my journal was really food oriented. I was tracking calories and water intake. Water I still track, calories I do not. I was tracking all of my like calories in versus calories out, logging everything I was eating. It wasn't the honed practice of journaling that I have now. I feel like it's healthier and a more holistic approach what I'm doing now, where it's sure, food, nutrients, protein, water, that's all a part of my journaling process, but it's not the sole focus. The sole focus is to move me toward the life of my dreams. And it sounds strange, but I think the idea of writing about my feelings teaches me about myself and how I handle or cope in certain situations. I could not have identified former coping mechanisms that weren't food prior to surgery. So now I have an outlet by which to observe without judgment my own thoughts, patterns, and behavior to help me establish healthier systems in my life. That was a lot on journaling and part of my morning routine, but that I think is how much I believe that this practice has helped me. And FYI, if you are in the market for a bariatric surgery coach, no matter where you are in the journey, pre-op, thinking about surgery, post-op, freshly out of surgery, or 5 years down the road, I am about to open my summer session for coaching. I will leave my email address in the description box below if you would like to reserve a spot or hear more about what's going on. For coaching opportunities, I have a bunch of different packages, but the goal is to provide you support no matter where you are on the journey. Let's jump into some of the health shifts, shall we? The first one is going to sound obvious, but it was and still is the hardest part of my day. It's water. Sure, we all need water, regardless of surgery status. But the idea that it has to come in slow, consistent sips throughout the day to meet a threshold of ounces can feel like a full-time job. Do you know how much water you actually get every day? Are you tracking that? I never did pre-op, and I will tell you that I was hospitalized not once but twice for dehydration. So I know I was never getting enough water. I wasn't a water drinker until after surgery. And now it is crazy how my body changes, how sluggish I feel, the headaches I get when I'm not hydrated. It's wild that I can recognize those signs now. How much water you should be getting varies depending basically on who you talk to. What are you seeking out as your source? I was told that it should be half my body weight in ounces every day. So for me, that's in the 70 ounce range, but I tend to shoot for closer to 100 ounces. Do I get that every day? No. Are there days where I get 30 ounces of water? Yes, and then I feel terrible the next day. Before surgery, when I did drink water, it was because I felt thirsty, which is already a sign of dehydration. And then I would just chug it. Like I would open mouth, little kid drinking milk style, like chug water so that I was heavy breathing afterwards. And I would be like, oh, I got in 16 ounces. I'm good for 6 weeks. As an adult now, I cannot chug water, and that's probably one of the most frustrating things post-op. It's such a little thing that you can't do, but the idea that I can't just take my beautiful new Uba water bottle, which I will be getting to in a moment, unboxing this with you, I can't just take this, open this big top up and like, that was a very attractive face. You know what I mean. It is frustrating that I have to like all day. Who has time for that? But we have to have time for that. Also, this water bottle does not leak. I cannot make it leak. And I've dropped it several times. This is glass. This is silicone. It doesn't break. Big fan. Apologies for the dishwasher running. That's actually important to this segment of the video. But I wanted to show you my latest from Uba. Uba's goal as a company is to provide a sustainable way to live a healthier lifestyle. You know I love their portion plate. I will leave a picture of it on the screen here. That and the bowls are currently in the dishwasher, but one of the things that isn't in the dishwasher is my like to-go containers from them. There are 3 different colors. The top is silicone, and then you can see on the inside that there are 1.25 cups, 1 cup, 3/4 cup, like there's measurements, which helps me portion out what I'm bringing for my lunches to school. So I tend to put dry ingredients in here. I have put soup in here before. That was not the best situation because the tops aren't leak proof quite yet, but I put like granola, cereal, protein cereal, etc. in here to bring with me. Anyway, this is Uba's newest product, and I was very excited to receive this. It is a beautiful water bottle. So it has an easy to carry top here. This is bamboo. It does not leak. I realize that I just opened it with you, but surprise, that was for show. I've actually been using this, but I kept the bottle or the carrier. It's fully recyclable. I just thought I appreciated the aesthetics and the simplicity of that. This is glass on the inside, and then this is a silicone outside. And look, it has like the times of day on it. I absolutely love that. It's almost like a little challenge. You can take these pieces apart and put the silicone and the glass in the dishwasher, but I love that this won't break when I drop it, because yes, I will definitely drop it. And it's clear, so you have like a visual reminder, plus it keeps your water cold. This tells you how much water you're getting. This tells you when you need to drink it by. And yeah, I'm kind of one of those people who focuses on the font, so I really like this font choice. It's pretty, right? So my post-op change is that I start drinking water quite literally the moment that I get out of bed. I have to start early. And I need reminders. I can't eat and drink at the same time. I need to space out when I can start drinking again. And then even then, those sips have to be small because I'm probably already full with what I've eaten. So I need reminders throughout the day. Normally, I'm a Yeti girl, because I like the idea that I can drink out of a straw, which is not something you can do immediately post-op. However, I have found that I am filling my Yetis up multiple times a day, and that's a deterrent. I'm not like leaving my classroom to go fill my water up. When a kid leaves to go get water, I kind of send them with my water too. With this guy, I only fill it up twice, so I can drink all of this at school and then come home, replenish, and drink the rest of it in the afternoon through the evening, so that I don't have to interrupt my daily life in order to make sure I'm getting hydrated. What is your favorite type of water tumbler? In this case, I'm a more is more gal. I still don't have a Stanley. Do I need one? Because I heard that they leak, and I only would be interested in the soft touch ones. But I need to know your favorites. Will you tell me in the comments below? So I feel like a broken record here, but vitamins and supplements have truly changed the quality of my life. Before I actually show you what I'm taking right now, I do a lot of research on supplements because the quality of the ingredients inside the supplement really does matter. Otherwise, you are paying good money to like pee out, just pee it out. For that, it's very expensive urine. So I'm going to cut to the clip where I show you what I'm taking right now for in the morning and in the evening. It's pretty simple, but these are the two main ones that I've been using and really liking. I have already taken my morning vitamins. I will leave my whole like vitamin and supplement routine linked here above for you if you are interested in that. Vitamins are a true routine. Those stay the same every day. But I do very much like to play with my supplements because I look at them almost like an experiment. If I can feel them working, I will continue to take them. If I don't feel like they're doing very much for my energy levels, my hormones, my clarity, my body, then I try something new. So I kind of look at it as like an experiment. In addition to my vitamin routine, that I do take my 310 collagen protein powder every single day. I tend to blend this with bone broth and some mixed greens, like the powdered mixed greens. And no, the concoction doesn't taste good, but it's like 19 grams of protein before I even have my protein shake. And this doesn't taste like anything. You can put this into any, I prefer it in warm liquids to dissolve a little bit easier, but This doesn't taste like anything. I am not on my first tub of this. In fact, I think this is like tub number 3 for the year. So would recommend 310. I'll link them below as well. I have always preferred 310 protein powders. This one is unflavored and it gives you a little boost of collagen, which is great for the skin. And my other supplement go-to right now is from a company called Motivate. So I've talked about them on YouTube and Instagram before. I've been using their No Stim Burn pre-workout. So I do have a little clip of me taking this before a recent hot yoga class that I will insert here. Good very early morning to you from outside the studios of hot yoga. I have the opportunity to go to a 5:30 a.m. hot yoga class this morning, so I'm doing that. And it's really close to my house, which is a huge perk. So I try to get here a little early so I don't have to be directly by the steam heat. But before we go in, I thought I could dry scoop my morning Motivate No Stim Burn. So I do only take this, and this isn't the first time I'm mentioning this product, but I only take this before a hot yoga class. This class is 60 minutes in length, a long run, or if I'm going to like the cycling studio, and those classes run from like 45 minutes to 90 minutes. So I like this because I feel like halfway through my workout, approximately, I feel it kick in, and in a way that like brings a smile to my face. I don't know how to explain it. Like when something gets really hard, I can feel this kick in and I'm like, yeah, I can do this. Let's go. Rather than being like, oh, how much longer? If that makes sense to you. This is in a lemonade flavor. And I've mentioned that I have thoughts on that. This is intended to be mixed 1 scoop with 8 to 12 ounces of water. The challenge of that is that I can't take that in one fell swoop because I can't chug anything. So I prefer to take a scoop or almost a scoop and then like gently sip water, swish it around in my mouth and swallow. That is how I approach this from a post-op standpoint. If you are freshly post-op, I would not recommend a product like this to you unless you were drinking it over time. This comes with like pump up. It says there are fat burning claims in here. Focus. So it's intended for a workout. I'm going to show you some products that look similar to this canister that are not intended for a workout, that are just like day-to-day supplements. So this is all good stuff in it, which is why I continue to take it. There's no caffeine, which is why it's the No Stim Burn. There are versions of this with caffeine in it. It's not for us weight loss surgery friends. Okay. I'm still getting used to being good at dry scooping. Oh. It's so sweet. Okay. I tried to talk to you during scoop. Rookie mistake. Rookie move. It does taste like lemonade. Like if you scoop this into water, I have no doubt that this is delicious. None at all. I wouldn't bake with this like I do with my protein powders. This is strictly for like workout purposes, but dryness gets stuck a little bit there. Dry scooping is just a little more intense because that's the way we roll. Okay, let's go get centered and stretch and heat our bodies to 1 million degrees. I really do feel like this is effective. I also took this yesterday before I went to a yoga class at the winery. Also, 2 of my favorite things blended into one. How exciting. This is great for bariatric patients because there's no caffeine in it. It's not something I would recommend if you are immediately post-op, but this has become part of my new workout routine. Not when I'm doing necessarily my like 20 to 30 minute hits while I'm here at home. Like this morning I worked out in the backyard. This is more like you are going to an hour-long class, you know, where you're gonna need a little push when you get halfway through. This is really helpful. So if you are in that stage of working out, this has become a new lifestyle thing for me. And I like it. That's why I keep doing it. The other two supplements I'm really liking from Motivate right now are Burn. This again doesn't necessarily have caffeine in it, but it's supposed to help enhance mood and reduce appetite if that's something that you struggle with. I receive a lot of comments about like, I thought my appetite would go away. That's not how weight loss surgery works. Yes, when they remove part of your stomach, they take a lot of the ghrelin with it, which is the hormone that makes you feel hungry. But naturally your body should feel hungry. And if you struggle with that like 3 to 4 o'clock situation, for me, that's like when I become like blackout hungry and I could just eat. That's me recognizing that my hunger cue isn't tummy hunger, it's head hunger. This helps with that. I do take this in the morning. I'm gonna take it now. Or ashwagandha can help in that moment too, but it also makes me sleepy. So I take that before bed, not with my hunger cues. And then the other bedtime supplement I'm taking, this is called Skinny Sleep. And I don't love the title of that, but this is a natural sleep aid that has a little bit of melatonin, but mostly magnesium in it. You're supposed to take 2 capsules. I can't, that makes me groggy in the morning, so I take 1 before bed. It just replaces my straight magnesium, but this has ashwagandha in it. It has chamomile root flower in it. It has some flower powder. Everything in here I can read, but the idea is that it's supposed to help you boost your metabolism, but also maintain a restful sleep. So I'm not taking that one now, but I do need to take this one now. I love a mood enhancer. You just take 1 of these in the morning. And I do feel like a sustained sense of energy throughout the day as well. So let's go about our day, and I will keep talking to you about all of the lifestyle changes post-op. But one of the biggest ones is for sure the increase in attention to things like vitamins and supplements, and learning about what natural things can do for my body. I think that's interesting. So between my protein from 310 Nutrition and my Motivate supplements, I am taking some additional vitamins that if you watch the vitamin video, you know about, but the vitamin game stays the same pretty much all the time, and supplements are where I swap out. If you have any good recommendations for me, I would love to hear about them. I think this summer I might go to an IV bar just to experience like what that buzz is about. I think it's awesome when you're post-op to be able to experiment with that. Like I experimented with B12 shots in my bum rather than taking the vitamin, and found that the vitamin itself was more effective. So I like to experiment. If you have any requests for me, I would also be totally open to trying them and like taking you with me through the process and reporting back. So we've covered kind of the holistic view of post-op productivity and goals and mindset. Obviously water. We've talked about vitamins in a previous video, supplements, and now we come to staying active. Movement for my body is something that I have worked really hard to learn to enjoy. This again was about my mindset. Creating, customizing a routine that had me looking forward to whatever exercise I was about to do, from changing the terminology from like working out or exercise to movement. That shift has really helped. And looking at myself as someone in training. Like I am an athlete and this is how I'm training. For what? Life. Nothing. I'm not in the process of training for a race. I'm not training to be in a bodybuilding competition. I literally can't even fathom that. I'm not training for anything specific except the quality of my life. And looking at myself as an athlete pushes me to do that and to try new things. Every week I am incorporating stretch, cardio, and strength training. Yoga has become an addition to my practice that I really look forward to. In fact, I did something new where I went to the winery. That's not new. I love the winery, you know that. But they were holding a yoga class, an outdoor yoga class with acoustic music. And I've always wanted to do that. Since the winery was here, they do these really cool activities in the summer. Even the beach close by will have like morning yoga sessions, and I never go because I was embarrassed about my body's not that flexible. I'm not a practiced yogi. I am still very much a beginner. And I was like, am I going to look a certain way in my workout clothes? Honestly, I feel like the Yvette sets have given me more confidence because I know I look cute when I'm going to the winery to do yoga. So I didn't film any clips. I thought that I would be able to, but there were people behind me and I felt a little strange like setting my camera up where I wasn't in the front row, but I certainly wasn't in the back. But I went with a friend and did yoga outside, and I could do some of the advanced poses, and just getting out of my comfort zone to like push myself to say, okay, you weren't the worst one here. You aren't the best, but you were just, yoga is your own practice. Nobody was looking at me and thinking she shouldn't be here. And pre-op, even post-op for a while, I wouldn't try certain types of exercise because I was nervous about that. So it was very exciting. It seems like such a silly milestone, but it was an important one for me. So aside from the obvious, where my life has certainly changed because of weight loss surgery, I have worked to make active lifestyle changes to continue my life in a forward moving momentum or progress based on the 5-year version of myself that I see, and she changes and evolves all the time. So I hope this was helpful in aiding you to create and embrace a healthy, fulfilling, vibrant lifestyle post-op. If there's more that you'd like me to cover that I did not touch on today, will you let me know in the comments below and we can do an additional part or make this even a series? And don't forget, if you're looking for someone to empower and support you during your pre or post-op world of bariatric surgery, coaching is opening soon. So if you want to be on the wait list for that, or if you simply want to let me know that you're interested, please tell me in the comments, or you can email me, but I just want to hear from you so that I know I should be reaching out to give you all the information that you need for the summer session. And just a reminder, if you aren't yet, you should hit the subscribe button, the little notification bell, so you are notified when new videos pop up.
With me!
This little one has just been lurking down here on the floor. The goal is that by building our community together, we can support, empower, and encourage each other along this journey, and it's a little more fun that way. You know I love you. I am rooting for you. I hope you are having a magical start to the warm month season if you are here on this side of the world. I know that we have some Australian viewers, so you're going into winter and I'm really sorry for you. I truly am. Come visit us. I love you and I will see you next week. Bye everybody.